Ask Reddit, people who went through stress, depression due to unemployment or financial struggles. How did you get through it?
Ceiling Fan 2 says, the only way out is through. Smack dab 99 answers. It's a grind for sure and often painful. I hated feeling like I couldn't love life because I didn't have enough money to even take a drive and see a friend. Reddit username Hunked replied, I missed a good friend's wedding because I didn't have her gas money for a 100-mile drive. I still regret this, 40 years later.
Endured Silence says, going through it ATM. Part of me wants to fight all this shit out of pure spite, the other wants to just sleep.
Swimming Dog 351 says, the humiliation and shame can linger well after you get through it, the financial struggles. I believe that we have to accept the fact that we do not have as much control over these matters as we think we have.
Zuby says, depressed during unemployment, read a bunch of Marxists' literature. The problem is capitalism in society. Your worth as a person, your value and skills are independent of whatever the market demands or will pay for. Then I got a job and I've pretty healthy attitude to work. I leave it after 8 hours, no loyalty to employer, etc. Here's my username replies. Realist comment in the thread, every aspect of it. Also so crucial to learn how to leave work at work and drop any emotional attachment to perceived loyalty. Take that vacation. That personal day. You come first, not your boss. Matter of fact, fuck your boss, respectfully. Gold stars and pats on the back from your employer don't pay the bills nor improve one's mental health/perceived self-worth in a hyper-capitalist society.
Certified Black Guy says, focused on what I could do at the time and boxed away things I couldn't. Used writing as an escape and hobby because it was free and really the only thing I could do at my one job, long days, monotonous task, have to wear ear protection and you're basically by yourself. Basically worked my ass off doing 2 jobs, doing the one well enough to get the VP's attention. That in itself is a story for another day. I won't go into the details, but it killed my emotions. I take antidepressants now and suck at empathizing with people now.
Social_Sosa says, I hardly feel like I can leave my house without being scooped up by some secret police. I'd be so happy if all I had to worry about was generating income, and I'm a law-abiding citizen. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a work or student visa. They can literally profile you, throw you in a van, not tell anyone they took you, then release you once they've confirmed your identity weeks later. I deal with the stress by stretching, eating healthy, staying on top of responsibilities, resting, and not watching too much news, but enough to stay informed.
Homer J. Simpso says, if I let the worries consume me, I'd basically be homeless. I used to have serious mental breakdowns, but I pushed through. And it did pay off eventually. I made it my life's point to not be dependent on someone else, but I asked for help when I could use it.
Sokrav says, it took a piece out of me, but the alternative was to end it. Business partner committed financial fraud, lying to the rest of the board members and put a 4.5M target on my back. He stopped paying taxes and kept it off the P&L/balance sheet. At first I was all, you fucked up, but we just need to solve this and work together. But over the months to try to keep the company alive to get to a sell/solving the debt, I just eroded. Burned out, angry, lied to, angry at myself for not asking more questions, trying to keep the 80 ppl around me employed. In February, I lost my hearing because of stress. I left the company I founded in June. I'm doing much better now. A lot of it was just one step in front of another. Keep moving, keep trying. Therapy helped, but as my therapist described it, you're doing all the right things, working out, eating well, trying to get sleep, talking to me, but your body is being attacked. You need to end that and only then you can become better.
One for the Monkey says, every time I'm close to getting fired I go on leave of absence. At first I thought I was sneakily playing the system until I realized that I'm literally getting fired because I've been too depressed to effectively do my job, and that's literally what it's for. But I think it's important to make decisions. It doesn't matter what they are. Is your decision to stay home and not work? Good. You decided it. Be a lump. Allow it. Make a new decision later or tomorrow. For me, at least, being a lump without it being a conscious decision means my brain will hate myself for having been a lump when I should have done everything else at that time. So making it as a decision eliminates at least some of the negative feedback. I've been through enough shit. I don't need to hate myself for my body's survival mode. I just need to keep on. Obviously there's a limit here. You have to shower. You have to seek nutrition and health. Most of us have to do something to make money and keep stability. But the negative doesn't have control over everything.
Peanut Butter Feeling says, I worked doubles at the grocery store I worked at. I picked up every shift I could. Made big batches of food to eat a couple days in a row so I could come home, crash then wake up and do it again. I saved money and got out of that city. I found it was really hard to stay afloat by myself. Once I lived with someone that helped a lot.
Throwaway says, routine. Force yourself to get up and shower and write a plan for the day, i.e. I will apply for 3 jobs today. Don't doom scroll. Schedule your screen time for the evening but get stuff done during the day.
Crad Doc says, well, I got employed. And then went through the same, stress from the commute from / to work, stress from the workplace drama, stress from constant overworking, stress from not having enough time, being sick more often, inevitable when you work with many people, etc. Finally, I decided my own business is the way to go. Risked everything and came through.
The Avatar says, journaling and actively trying to get out of it even if I felt like shit. When you write it down, it's easy to spot what days you have given up, and you can start telling yourself that is the depression that day, not you.
Enigmatic Vic says, being outside, the depression worsened when I was cooped up inside. I was lucky enough to live walking distance from my favorite and free art museum, and it has a park in the center. I'd walk there almost every day, lay on my blanket, journal, practice yoga, people watch, etc. Now that I'm doing better, it's become even more comforting.
Oh, that guy again, 80 says, I haven't. I'm still in it. And I'm about 2 months from totally bankruptcy if I do find a job within the next couple of weeks. My time has literally run out and my kids are about to be homeless. So if you find out how to deal with these stress and make it through it, you let me know.
Deleted says, antidepressants, eating clean, and family support. 20 replies. Antidepressants got me out of that abyss too, which then gave me the momentum to discover the root of my problems, untreated ADHD, and allowed me to become a functional adult. I wish more people understood that mental health issues are most often biological, and that medical treatment for them was less stigmatized, but that seems to be improving at least.
Like and drop a follow for more stories like these.